Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham Racing here on the PS5. Tonight it's round 15. We return from the mid-season summer break, and we're heading to Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. How you doing, Wayne? How you doing, Farah? Good to see you guys. Right, we are finally getting on top of our shortage of spare parts. Not completely out of the woods yet, but as you can see, it's starting to look a lot healthier. We have a spare chassis, we have 3 spare front wings, 2 spare rear wings, a spare side pod, a spare underfloor, and 2 spare suspensions. Some of those parts are immediately going to need to be pressed into action, though. We've got, as you can see, quite a few parts at medium risk on Ricardo's car, and we've got an underfloor at high risk, which means it's almost certainly going to fail after this Grand Prix. And I don't have any more cash at the moment, so I can't put anything else through, but we will get a little bit more cash at the end of this Grand Prix, and that will immediately have to go into getting a couple more underfloors done. We've got another chassis still to come, but of course our factory has been shut down because it's caught fire. Every year, something burns to the ground. Could be my house tonight. Fireworks going off again. It's quite funny, actually. Last night, after the stream, I went and sat on the porcelain throne. A whole load of fireworks going off right outside the window, and I could see this wonderful little light show while I was doing what needed to be done. And then just as I was finishing up, I could hear a whole load of shouting, and one of the neighbours was threatening to call the police, yelling because of the noise. So yeah, that was a fun little moment there. I wonder if we'll get the same later tonight as well. Time will tell. Let's get ready for the Grand Prix itself. So thanks to the bad result for George not being able to finish the Grand Prix, you can see his happiness has slipped a bit. And Ricciardo's has slipped a bit, not because he had a bad race, he actually had a fantastic race, but it's been 3.5 weeks or so since our last race. So time has passed, and our drivers are no longer riding the high of the previous result. So George's stats look like this. They're back down under 90 in his pace stats again. But we'll see how things go as the race progresses. Ricciardo, he's dipped a little bit as well. He's back in the mid-80s as opposed to the high 80s. But again, hoping that we can have a decent result here tonight and get that confidence back up again in time for Monza. If we have a really strong result tonight, then that will set us up beautifully for the Italian Grand Prix on Monday. If we have a really bad result, if one of our drivers or perish the thought both of our drivers don't finish the race, then that will leave us with a loss of mentality going into a Grand Prix where, given how the margins are so fine at that circuit, we need every ounce of added performance we can get. So this is kind of a crucial race for us tonight. It's less about tonight, it's more about Monday's race. And the impact that it will have on that one, I think. Let's get our objectives set. Once again, we're going to go 18th with both. And let's send them to Zandvoort.
Hello, and a very warm welcome as we prepare for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're back from the summer break with topped-up tans. Vacation, though, is now over, and it's time to get serious on the track for the second half of the F1 season. Lando Norris delivered for his team in the last race and will head into this weekend with plenty of confidence. Can the Brit bring it home in this round too? Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
How you doing, Dino? And welcome back, Rook. Right, not going to put the rookies in the car. Again, I do not want to have any negative impacts on mentality before Monza. So we will keep them as they are. Rook apparently is now called Rube. You can delete the message, Wally, but we all saw it. Oh dear. Right, it's a short lap. So 21 laps is what we're going to go with fuel-wise. We've already put the practice parts in. I remember we did that last night. So let's go with some downforce. I think. Let's go with a 7. Go with... let's go with a 12.5 because I don't know which way to go on this one, whether it's a little bit more or a little bit less. It might be a little bit less. Let's go with a 1.9. And I'm going to leave the tyre and toe as they are. Camber and toe. Let's move on to Ricardo. We'll go with a little bit less on the front wing and a little bit more on the rear wing. Go with a 3.7, and this time I'll go lower and a little bit higher. There we go. Once again, we want to go with 21 laps of fuel. Got those pace settings down, and let's send them out.
Okay, that's green light.
Radio check. Yeah, Roger.
I'll stop trying to recruit my viewers into your hate club.
Radio check.
Yep, radio's good, drink's good.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a new Ferrari rookie.
We should do some.
Monica Almeida is in. She's our ex-rookie. I remember she left us to go to Ferrari when we threatened to sack her. Saved us having to do it ourselves, which is quite good.
No curbs.
Understood.
Temps okay?
Surface temperature is currently looking quite low.
Going to be another wet weekend again today.
Okay on temperatures.
Dry through practice and quali. Some rain forecast for the Sunday. Two's company, three's an uprising that will be put down with violent force.
How's the balance?
Oh, that's not good.
I'd say it's a bit of a struggle.
19%. Definitely some room for improvement
Tire
there.
temps are still low. Just say what you'd like on the balance.
22%, slightly better, but still also really bad.
Copy
So I'm
that.
guessing the rear wing is way off. Probably the roll bar as well. Maybe even the front wing. Everything's going to be way off by the look of it.
Daniel pit lane.
attack the pit box.
All right, let's try. Ooh, no. It is a 13.5 minimum. Okay, let's go with the 14 then. Which means that might be all the way up as a 9. Let's bring... It's the wrong thing. Push that all the way up. Let's bring this down. Let's try that. There we go. So a little bit of F1 news. Magnussen is ill and will not be taking part in early practice. That has gone to Behrman. I'm not sure if he's scheduled to qualify that car for Magnussen or not. I don't know if Magnussen will be allowed to race if Behrman qualifies.
So Gasly coming through now.
And Red Bull are changing their names again next year. Not Red Bull, sorry, RB. They're changing the name of the team again next season. They're just going to be known as Racing Bulls next year.
Warm the tyres where you can.
Okay. Are you happy with tyre temp?
We're happy to slide this tyre a little bit more, try and get it in the window.
They are still going to have sponsor deals with Visa Cash out though, so they'll probably just be a little bit less prominent on the car. The Bull logo will probably be a little bit bigger. Oh, I forgot. It's a sprint qualifying today, wasn't it? Oh, shit. Now you may as well tell me the results then.
So just give us a balance check.
All right, big improvement, up to 84%. Getting closer. What about Ricardo? 81.
Everything okay?
Still 3%
Yeah, I'm happy with
behind
that.
George.
Okay, understood.
Are you happy with tyre temps?
We're getting very close, I think, to finding out who's going to be getting the final Sauber seat as well. A decision has been expected to be made in November. Technically, we are now in November, so we must be getting close. And it's not like there's much time left in the season. Oh, McLaren 1-2.
Yeah, man. Daniel pit lane.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
Right, let's bring that down.
Stopping on the marks.
Right, medium tyres in this session. Go for a longer run. Hopefully we can get pretty much sorted this session.
Sessions should be starting now.
Okay, understood.
Any feedback?
Ah,
Pretty stable.
only
Nice,
87%.
Okay, understood.
I'll have to call him in. It's too much of a gap to leave it.
Feedback on the car?
96 for George.
Negative.
May as well call him in as well, seeing as
Yeah,
I'm
roger
calling
that.
Ricardo in. Alright, so that's a 5-5. That has to go that way. Let's give that a go. Evening, Packins.
So no risk on the curbs.
Okay, understood.
Evening, Victor. Well, we have a little off for Carlos here.
Yeah, I did a mistake.
Oh, and he's picked up a fault as well. I wonder if that's related.
Oh, hydraulics.
He literally just got back on track and immediately developed the fault. Alright, that's a bit better. 95%. Still some work to do, but we've almost locked it down. What about George? And the good news. 97. Yes, that means the front wing might be a 10.
Yeah, A5.
Ferrari's looking quick. Looking very quick.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
And we've got a couple of penalties to be applied in qualifying tonight as a result of some on-track shenanigans at Spa last night. Let's see what changes we need to make. So I'm not convinced it is going to be that. I think it's going to be a 9 for Ricardo. It's got to be a 10 for George then. Might have overcompensated with that, but we'll try that. Alright, out they go for the final practice run. Confident we'll get it with George, not so confident with Ricardo, so we may have to call him in early for a quick tinker.
How's the balance?
Yeah, I had a feeling I've gone the wrong way with Danny Rick. Let's call him back in.
Understood.
And there we go. Nailed it for,
Say what you
Ricardo,
like
for
on the
Russell.
balance. A firm, I think that is currently understood.
Okay, gotcha. Daniel, kill line.
Pit lane speed limiter on. Stop in front of the garage.
Driver prep still not showing. There we go. Now it's showing 50%, so we can call George in now, because that will then go up to 100. Yeah, I did move the camera the wrong way. I had a feeling I had done. There we go. I think that might be it. I hope that's it. So it's still running that faulty part, and it's just got worse.
I had a misshift, I don't know why.
So that gearbox will almost certainly get replaced now before qualifying. Downside to these late changes to Ricardo is that we are putting extra miles on his car, which means extra wear and tear on all those components that are at medium risk on the aero side, and extra wear on his engine parts as well. But we have nailed the setup, so
Understood.
ultimately I think it was worth it. And there we go. Both of our drivers are done, and we are ready to qualify now. Just need to put the proper engine parts back in. Hamilton looking very quick. 3/10 up on Leclerc. All right. Let's qualify.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
Good overtaking spots at Zandvoort are few and far between, so there's a lot of pressure to get qualifying just right. Drivers will be hoping for good downforce from their car setup to keep them on the track through the long sweeping corners.
And we've got Daniel Ricciardo there, Karun. How do you think he'll be feeling going into this one?
Neither of the team's drivers have brought home many points so far, so they'll be looking to change that as soon as possible to prove their worth on track.
So stay with us, folks. It's sure to be a good one.
First things first, let's put the proper parts into the car. Saving that engine. We'll go with that one. We're going to put the 99% in for Monza, and then we're going to take it straight out of the car afterwards and put this one back in for Singapore. And then we'll try and run this engine until we get to Kota, I think.
Green light.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on it, Wally. I won't be getting it at launch, but I may dive into it again at some point in the future. Max out early on his home circuit. Let's see if he can keep up with Danny Ricciardo. He might actually be close enough to get a bit of a tow.
Good gap in front. You're good
Guess
to
we'll
open
find
the
out in a moment as we start our flying lap.
So all clear ahead. Yeah, let's go for it.
See Gasly making his way out. Let's see if he gets in George's way. Ricciardo is quicker than Max in the first sector. Don't know how much by, but he is quicker. Now George goes quickest. Oh, bad place to catch Gasly. Really bad place to catch Gasly.
Yeah, we saw that.
It's going to have a massive impact on George's lap there. Ricciardo quicker than Max in the middle sector as well. And 2/10 quicker
close to
overall.
0. Look after the fuel on the inlet.
100.
Good final sector for George, but he lost out so badly there in the middle sector. Let's take a look at the split. It was 24.2 and 25.1. He lost 9/10 of a second minimum in that sector because he was up in the first and third sectors.
Now we can see what happened.
So he probably
Here we've
lost a
got the
full
Aston
second.
Martin. All good at this point.
And Van Dorn once again
Struggling with the
locking
car.
up on his
They
outlap
took a
just like he
gamble,
did
and it was
last
just
night.
too late.
Got Leclerc about to set a time, so we'll get a benchmark from Ferrari. And around 3.5 off with Ricciardo. That's encouraging. We are going to need to send George again, so I'm going to do that now. While there's not too many cars on the track. Oh, okay, now we've got some proper benchmarks. Let's get Ricciardo prepped for another run then. No improvement in the first sector, but it's the middle sector where George is going to find time. Nice and clear through this sector.
Warm the tyres where you can.
No Gasly in the way this time.
Okay.
There we go. 24.3, so he's found 8/10 on his first run through the middle. Ricciardo improves to 8th place, just behind
P8.
by 73 thousandths. I don't want to do a third run, so probably going to leave them in the garage after they get back.
And drive straight out, drive straight out. The track will be clear.
Let's go.
Which is another one of those circuits where the margins can be pretty fine. I think Ricciardo managed to get away without being held. He has improved in the first sector, so yeah, that's good. Oh, god damn it.
Okay, now I've got some traffic, so I think this lap's aborted.
It is.
We saw that.
Another lap ruined.
Okay.
At least we get to compromise
Remember the pit lane speed
the
limit.
Mercedes a little bit ourselves.
Stop in front of our garage.
Let's see if we can make it through. Norris in trouble at the moment. However, red flag, and that is it. I don't think there's going to be enough time for anyone to go again. How long's left on the clock? 56, yeah, that's it. End of session. Norris, race winner, is out. It's Van Dorn who crashed. We didn't see a replay. But Stroll is going to start from the very back of the grid. Lawson is through, but he's got that penalty to be applied. Fittipaldi, Zhou, Gasly, Alonso, no real surprises to see them down there, but Lando Norris, winner at Spa, out in Q1. And just how damaging is that going to be for his title chances? He will be able to cut through the field, but he's not going to be able to win the Grand Prix. And he needs as many points as he can get right now. All right, a scrub run. We'll go for another scrub run. Not expecting an improvement here, certainly not for George, because I think he benefited from at least a partial slipstream from Ocon on his lap.
Okay, Dan,
But
so this
we
is P10.
will top the confidence back up again for completing the run.
Pace up on the in lap.
Understood.
Currently P8. And we will box in this lap.
Now we'll go with a brand new set of softs. We'll lock up the Sainz.
Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Oh, all right so far. The wheels just lock up there. By that point, it was just...
Oh, that's his lap ruined. Now, did I just forget to change the tyres on George? I did. I thought so. Going out early to try and hopefully mitigate potential traffic hold-ups. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of cars about to leave the pits. Ugh. Hope this won't impact our lap time, but I think it will.
You got a good gap ahead. Good to go.
Could be even worse for George.
Oh my word.
Big hold up.
There you go. I saw that.
Damn it. At least the Ferrari wasn't right in our way. We got quite lucky with that. Haas gets out of our way just in time. There's a little bit of a hold up there, but we might benefit from a slight tow here across the line. Ricardo's up to 8th place.
P8. And normal fuel save on the in lap.
George is out at the moment, and I don't think he's going to get through. Nope, no improvement for George.
Currently
So
P11.
George is out. And we have another red flag.
Red flag.
Now
What's
we're
happened this
watching
time?
Max Verstappen here.
Got Max
Oh,
running
no.
a little bit wide
Wide
on his
they
outlap.
go. Really? They must be careful.
Who's crashed? It's Sonoda. Sonoda's out, and it's ended the session. Both of our drivers have been eliminated. But has anyone else fallen foul? Let's have a look. Lawson has made it into the top 10. That's impressive. Lewis quickest from Ocon, Piastri, Leclerc. Sonoda made it through, but will take no further part, so he will start P9, thanks to the penalty for Lawson. Because the worst he can do is 10th, and then boosted 1 for Lawson's penalty. Sainz down in 15th, possibly the biggest casualty. But no major names made it, were eliminated. Let's see who puts it on pole. Ocon puts it on pole ahead of Leclerc. Perez all the way up in 3rd. Then it's Hamilton from Porsche, Oscar Piastri in 6th, Giovinazzi 7th, Verstappen in 8th at his home Grand Prix. Could he be on for his first points of the race of the year? This race. Lawson 9th will drop down 3 places to 12th, so that will promote Yuki up to 9th, Ricciardo to 10th, Bottas to 11th, and Lawson will start actually 11th. Lawson will start 12th. George will stay 13th.
It's a tremendous atmosphere once again here in Zandvoort, with 72 laps awaiting the drivers here today.
Zandvoort's highly banked corners make it one of the more unusual Grand Prix circuits. Dutch driver Max Verstappen won with a dominant lead here in 2021, driving the home fans to a frenzy as he did.
There's never a dull moment at Circuit Zandvoort. It's fast, very fast, with long straights and wide curves. But it also features 2 heavy banked corners, where aerodynamic improvements are sure to help our drivers. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
It is going to start dry and then go wet. All right. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, we'll do the same with George. There we go. Let's put 1 extra lap of fuel in. We'll give the car a bit of a push on the first couple of laps. And let's see how we do. We'll send them to the grid for the start of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. And with his helmet on, that trademark smile is gone. But now's the time to focus.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points. But there's still a lot to do.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? The drivers are ready and the crowds are waiting. It's the Dutch Grand
So quite a
Prix.
few tyres with red sidewalls
And
there.
it's lights out and away we go.
Yeah, almost the entire grid actually. Not many people on the mediums. Hamilton, Piastri, Giovinazzi, Verstappen, Hulkenberg and Zhou. Verstappen's already dropped down to 9th. Ricciardo squabbling with Valtteri here. George has gained a place past Lawson. Ricciardo has held off Valtteri to keep hold of 10th place. Lawson back in front of George.
Keep your head down. Fourth you've got, mate. P12.
DRS is enabled. Your P10. Okay, that's Verstappen ahead of you.
Valtteri's going to have a look. He hasn't got the right line. It's cost us a little bit of ground to Verstappen. I'm trying to avoid using the battery if I can on this lap, but I think I'm going to have to. See how we do up the hill. Yeah, we're losing touch.
Use overtake. Understood.
Push and hold, overtake.
Oh, there goes Max. Into the gravel. And that's going to drop him to the very back of the grid.
Yellow's ahead. Okay.
Now this is what happened as they took turn 8. Whoa, and around they spin. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be doing that.
Now we've got a big gap to Tsunoda. Valtteri is through. George is going to have a look as well. Can't quite get through.
Still plenty of opportunities.
George in peak confidence, fully in peak confidence right now. Ricciardo will get just into peak confidence when he gets back in front of Valtteri. And there's Lawson. 4 of us nose to tail right now. George in danger of getting boxed in here. Ricciardo's through. George can't get past Valtteri, but does hold off Lawson. And now we're going to turn the battery down. We're going to turn the tyres down and try and settle in a little bit
So
if we
as much
can.
tyre calling as you can manage, please.
Yeah, copy.
Understood.
charge the pack. George, recommend we start bringing the battery back up.
Pack is low.
And that is us through back into 10th place. Well, up to 10th place for George, actually. It's the highest he's been so far. So we've got both cars in the top 10 right now. That's a good, encouraging position to be in. Let's push what little battery we have got to try and get onto Ricardo. Norris is currently sitting in P16. Max still a very distant 22nd right now. And those tyres aren't looking too clever either.
Recharge on. Yep, understood. Recharge on. Understood.
Got our cars in sequence, so that should make it harder for Valtteri to punch his way through. George moves up.
Recharge on is good. Okay, understood.
We're already 8.5 seconds behind Tsunoda, who's managing to stay with Giovinazzi, Perez, Porsche and Piastri.
Has DRS.
And we've got a big queue of traffic forming behind us.
Recharge on.
Understood.
How are we doing on tyre wear? Not too bad. Sainz has looked after his tyres. About the same as Valtteri. Tsunoda's pushed his tyres pretty hard, as has Teo.
DRS.
Now Sainz is looking to try and move his way through. He gets past Valtteri. We know his tyres are fresh, so this could be a bit of a push coming now from Carlos.
Just give us some feedback on the tyres.
Yeah, we are continuing to bleed time, look.
Focus on recharge.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Daniel, can I have some feedback on the tyre?
Okay, tyres are still okay.
Recharge on.
On, hold. Nope, science goes through. Damn it.
Yep, this is my pace.
There's still opportunities here.
Well, we're just about full on Ricardo's battery. George still needs to find something.
He has DRS.
Yeah, it's almost like a conga line, isn't it, behind us?
Sainz
And
has
Max
DRS.
is falling so far behind. He's now down 14.5 seconds to the back of Stroll. And Sainz is going to punch through. Is Ricciardo going to have a look around the outside? Oh, no, George shuts that down, and that may potentially cost us against Valtteri. That's George's very polite and subtle way of saying, it's not me, it's the car being shit.
George, we still
Isn't
need
that
to increase
kind
the
and
level
considerate of him?
coast.
Lift off end of straight.
Okay.
Overtake available.
Cheers.
The recharge on is good.
Currently P11. So gap ahead 0.9. Bottas behind. Behind 0.4.
Still lacking pace. More comparative to Sonoda now. Obviously, Sainz is stretching away from us.
Use the overtake button.
Go back after him.
Overtake available.
Yep.
Norris now punched his way up to 13th. He's right behind Valtteri.
Gap 0.8. He has DRS.
Coming.
Body recharge on.
And Gasly is into the pits. First driver to stop. He's gone for a new set of softs. Let's take a look at the weather. Still looks as though around 41, 42 is when we're going to need to stop. Somewhere in that region. And it's of course assuming that the information we're getting from our radar is accurate.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
We think there's still opportunities here. Recharge button on.
And given the fact that the queue behind us is still really tight together, I don't think we're going to have the pace to hold them back if they get ahead of us. Or at least some of them anyway. Lawson diving into the pits.
Recharge on.
And new set of softs for him. We have a grip advantage as well, which is the annoying thing. And yet they're still comfortably keeping with us. Oh, and Hulkenberg sneaks up the inside of Norris. Norris puts the power down and retakes the place.
Recharge on.
Well, leaders are going to have a free pit stop. How far behind are we? 27, 28 seconds, yeah. They're going to have a free pit stop when they do decide to come in. They'll come out in front of us.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on is good.
So we've kind of done them a favour in the sense that they're not going to have to deal with, you know, the slower cars when they come out of the pits. Doesn't do us any favours, but, you know.
Understood.
3-car breakaway at the front of the grid. It's the two Ferraris and Ocon. Piastri is 8 seconds behind. Giovinazzi a further 4 back. So looks like that may well be the main running order. You can see Hamilton's tyres at 52% on those mediums. The softs are struggling, and they're going to be stopping very soon. In fact, so is Valtteri right behind us.
Recharge on is good.
Understood.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery back up.
And that is Hamilton boxing. Why?
Understood.
He's putting on another set of mediums. That is a very unusual decision. Maybe he just wants to cover up Ocon. Ocon's gone softs. There's Perez, and look at the cars trying to punch their way through behind us. Still swarming. Will you stop it, Barry?
Just give us some tyre feedback.
Problem with the rears.
I feel like I'm going to have to do an impression of the old man out of OCP at some point. Behave yourselves. Leclerc is in. Has he gone hard? He's gone hard tyres. Ferrari are reverting to clown form, it would seem, for their strategies.
We're ready for you.
Why hard tyres? Makes no sense.
How's the tyre?
Yeah, the rear's taking a bit of a hit.
Norris is boxed, so we've got to be wary of being undercut now by Lando. He's out on a fresh set of mediums.
Let's go flat out.
Use the tyre.
Let's push our tyres a little bit more now. As Giovinazzi's into the pits, and so is Yuki. Medium tyres for Gio. Mediums for Yuki.
We are ready for you.
Alright, so Tsunoda's going to come out behind a whole load of traffic. We get out just in front of Giovinazzi.
Overtake available.
Overtake is available. Yeah, he did get DRS.
Yeah, understood.
So currently number one priority is management of these tyres.
Into the pits goes Carlos. And Ricciardo's going to get gobbled up here. George and Ocon through.
Okay. Alrighty.
Giovinazzi, not Ocon.
There are opportunities ahead.
Still baffled as to why Leclerc put hard tyres on.
Overtake available.
Understood.
Has DRS.
Oscar boxing from the lead.
Okay.
He's going hard tyres. Do these guys not have any new softs available? Still looks as though around lap 42. No, we do want to box George this night, don't we?
should get past him.
There you go. Yellow flag. Can we get a VSC, please?
Hamilton is off track.
Oh, Hamilton's off.
Yellow, yellow.
Okay.
What are we going to blame this on this time, Farah?
And you can just feel the frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
Afternoon, Clark.
Perez has DRS.
Recharge on.
Okay, understood.
And through goes Perez. Those newer tyres, too grippy.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Good stop for George, 2.42. Here comes all the cars that were behind us.
There is
And we come out at the back of the train. Oh well. Something to punch through, I suppose.
next car is Hulkenberg.
How do I feel about the race today? What, this race?
Joe.
I think we've got a chance of some points.
Make sure we get the pack back.
Okay, understood.
He has DRS.
Okay, Daniel Pillow.
And there's George going through and pushing
Behind has DRS.
Hulkenberg a little wide there.
Look good.
2.5 second stop for George. For Ricardo. There he is.
You'll be racing Hulkenberg at exit.
And he will slot out just behind now.
Next car is Hulkenberg.
Tyres are just coming to the window.
We have a yellow flag. Hulkenberg's made a mistake.
We've got yellow flag.
Copy.
Turn 8 seems to be catching out a fair few people today.
Let's start closing up that gap.
Okay, use deploy.
Understood.
Okay to close the
Going
gap.
for a fastest lap with both drivers hit.
This is good. That's currently P16.
Probably won't get it now.
Good job.
Next car is Russell.
Has DRS.
Oh, and Fittipaldi just gets obliterated on that straight there.
Nice job.
Both of our drivers swooping through.
P14 ahead, Alonso.
Can we do the same to Alonso? Not quite.
Recharge on.
This is good. So currently P13.
So car is strong.
With 14.7s.
You can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Oh, 12.8. Yeah. Not even close.
Overtake available.
Use overtake.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Coming.
Understood.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on, please.
Good job. You're P14. Next car is Russell. And 1.1.
Use overtake. Alonso has DRS.
Not Alonso I'm worried about. It's getting Ricciardo onto George.
Recharge on.
So
There we
need
go.
to introduce more lift and coast.
So that's lock-up or run wide for Hamilton. Or was it a spin? Whatever the problem was, it's dropped him a long way back behind Ocon. And his tyres are in worse shape, and they're a slower compound as well. So it's become a two-horse race at the front now between Ocon and Leclerc. Close battle for 4th and 5th between Giovinazzi and Piastri.
Alonso may have DRS.
Okay, recharge on is good.
Okay, recharge on.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery back up.
Yep.
see if I can get my drivers to work together now.
And we're happy with that level of management.
It's a risk with Hulkenberg behind.
We don't need to take any risks.
Be careful with the car.
Coming.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Oh, it's not Hulkenberg, it's Van Dorn. Hulkenberg's all the way down in 21st. Max still a distant 22nd at the moment. He's having a nightmare here at his home circuit.
Yeah.
Started 8th, and that early spin has dropped him all the way out of contention for anything. Could have had his first points tonight. It's not looking likely now. Even with a safety car to close the field back up, he's still got a lot of cars to fight through, and that's someone running wide behind us. That is Van Dorn. Locking up in the banking.
Now here we are tackling turn 3. And nearly, just running
Just
wide.
kept it out
and
the wall.
You really can't do that too often with these cars.
Recharge on.
Another yellow flag. Who has made the mistake this time? Is it Hamilton again?
Yellow.
It is.
Here's the replay.
Hamilton having
Now,
a shocker.
with Lewis Hamilton here, things were going smoothly. And there goes the steering. And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
There could be some light spots of rain.
All right, there is the rain warning.
Happy to use the tyre more now.
And recharge on.
12 minutes till it gets damp.
Flat out. Use the pace now.
Time to start burning our tyre reserve. Porsche picks up a fault.
But the car's definitely not happy.
And Crofty doesn't want to tell us what it is. Because he's a dick.
Has DRS.
Perez is into the pits. Is that his second set of tyres? Or has he actually managed to take them all away? No, he can't take them all away. Soft tyre. Is anyone else planning a stop?
Copy.
He gets out just in front of us.
Recharge on, please.
I need to check this. Perez. No, I mean, that's a third set of tyres.
I like it.
Recharge on.
It's going to be very quick. Wouldn't be at all surprised if he sneaks the fastest lap. Tsunoda gets through now. Hamilton down into 6th place. And it's suddenly getting very dark. Look how overcast it's gotten in the last couple of corners.
Head point 2. So Alonso car behind. Gap now is 4 seconds.
I'm going to go for a fastest lap. This is my last real opportunity to do it.
Overtake is available. This is the start of the rain.
Understood.
Just stay close to him.
Use overtake.
They're both in peak confidence. That'll help. I don't know what our ultimate pace is, but we're going to find out in less than a minute. No purple in the first. Or the middle.
Yeah, copy. There's only so much I can do.
Keep your head down.
.113. Yeah, we're not even close to the pace we need.
And we'll be cooling the tyres.
Copy.
Suggest increased LICO.
7 minutes.
Okay.
And reminder for the recharge button. Recharge on.
We're not even closing on Stroll and Valtteri. I knew we wouldn't be closing on Perez because he's got those brand new tyres on, but yeah, maybe we will struggle for points. Maybe we'll do better in the rain. As Ocon moves into the lead. And in a race that Hamilton was definitely in contention for winning, he is now 25 seconds off. That's going to be a tall order to get back anywhere near the top step.
He has DRS.
Could still be in contention for a podium. It's only, what, just over 7 seconds behind Piastri. Norris now up to 7th, been a great recovery for him, starting down at 21st. Evening,
George
Cloud.
recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Another yellow flag. Don't tell me it's Hamilton again. It's not. It's Sites.
Good focus on recharge.
Sites is in the barrier.
Virtual safety car. Delta positive.
Okay, understood.
And there wasn't contact. He just got spooked.
Just eat massive. Ah, ah.
It's got to be Valtteri. Yeah, Valtteri spooked him. All right, well, here's an interesting
Understood.
situation.
So that was much tyre call.
Maybe, as we go straight through behind him. I do love Carlos's exasperated side. Brings a smile to my face every time I hear that. Here is an interesting chance for us. If the rain keeps, increases its intensity quickly, we could probably get a sneaky stop under the safety car. Save a little bit of time. Still 4 minutes away.
Okay, there's a car in the
We need to go another lap. How long is this BSC going to last?
He said he's okay on the radio.
Watch for debris.
Because I wouldn't be averse to boxing a little bit early if we could save a chunk of time. Let's see. Pit lane loss. Only 2 seconds less on a safety car. That seems a bit wrong.
Currently P13, I believe.
Okay, next car is Russell. 0.4.
I'm going to box box Ricardo this lap. Valtteri's done the same as us. Boxing early. That's a good stop, 2.3. Fittipaldi's coming in as well. That's inside the top 10.
Box.
Copy, box.
Box for Inter.
Currently, that is P17. Car ahead is Gasly. 0.9.
Yuki's boxed. So other teams are having similar ideas to us.
Window, tyre temperatures are good.
Yep. 2 minutes until the DRS is switched off, but that doesn't mean 2 minutes until these tyres become viable. That's going to be on this lap. We've timed that well.
Okay, understood.
DRS enabled.
Back to green flag running.
It's going to be busy on exit.
And we have now potentially gained a big advantage over our rivals.
P15. Ahead 0.5. So Hulkenberg. Yeah, 2.9.
Suggest reduce a bit lifting post.
Okay, understood.
Giovinazzi boxes. Now Porsche's coming in as well. And so is Perez. So Perez was, what, 5 seconds, 6 seconds ahead of us? Let's see what the gap to Perez is once we come round.
Happy to start reducing that management.
Tyres are now pretty much okay. Now to close the gap a little bit, we've taken a couple of seconds out of Perez. So who's yet to stop? Van Dorn, Stroll, the leaders, and Zhou. Hulkenberg and Verstappen are in right now. And there's Hamilton coming in. The rest of the leaders have stayed out. Chance for Hamilton to gain an advantage here.
Overtake is available.
Use overtake.
Understood.
This is into territory now. Van Dorn comes in. He was a few seconds behind us. Let's see how much time we've managed to save over him. As Leclerc boxes. Oh, we saved a bunch of time over Van Dorn. And Alonso. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely worked out for us. Leclerc gets out in front of Oscar, who still hasn't stopped yet.
Next car is Russell.
So it's going to come down to, by the look of it, a fight between Ocon and Leclerc as things currently stand. Norris is in. We're the last two cars on the lead lap. Everyone else has been lapped.
Pack is low.
Okay.
And recharge should be on.
Understood.
Charge the pack.
Ocon comes in. It's a solid stop. Leclerc crosses the line. There he is. So, game on in the fight for the win as Piastri's into the pits. And now Stroll boxes.
Point 2.
And have we done enough to maybe get out in front of Stroll? It's going to be tight. I think he'll get out just in front of us.
Tommy.
He will just come out in front of us.
Currently at P12.
Fittipaldi's
So
punched his
strong.
way up to 14th.
Gap ahead 1.
And there goes the DRS.
Gap 0.3.
And more importantly, our driver confidence is good. Right, let's see if we can figure out what kind of tyre push the AI is going to be on. Fittipaldi stopped, what, same lap as us? Maybe even a lap later than us. His tyres are at 78%, so I get the feeling he's going to try and stop again. These tyres will go to the end. We pushed them a little high. I'm just going to cool them down a touch. I don't want to go for another stop. I don't think. I don't know. Have to pay attention to lap times for the next few laps. It's a tricky one. If I push and I don't have the pace to close the gap, I'm committing myself to a 2-stop. And if the AI doesn't go for the 2-stop on the inters, you know, for a second set of inters, then I'm going to have some fighting to do with no guarantees of getting back up to where we are now. If I don't push, the AI pushes but doesn't close enough and they have to stop again, they won't have enough time to catch us. It's a tough one. I'm not quite sure what to do. We are too slow to catch the cars in front at the moment. But on the flip side of looking after the tyres is that our pace will be better in relation to the cars in front in about 10-15 laps. The track is only going to get wetter from here. We're not going to get the DRS again by the look of it. I say that as the water level starts creeping back down towards 1 mil again. Maybe we are going to get the DRS again. It looks like we are.
Use overtake.
Yep, understood.
Where are we? It's stopped. It stopped just short of reactivating.
Focus on recharge.
Roger.
Fault for Ocon. Oh, is that going to have an impact on the race?
Very strange car behavior now.
Yeah, very strange behaviour from the car. It stopped talking to the mechanics. It locks itself in the garage and refuses to come out. Listens to all sorts of weird music. It's silly o'clock in the morning. Wait till he crosses the line, find out what's wrong with it. Engine problems. What's Porsche's problem? Also, engine problems. Oh, my tyres are showing the... Oh, okay, that is less comfortable than I thought it would be. Maybe pushing the tyres is going to be the right call. Let's have a look. It is. According to this. Alright. Let's go for it.
Flat out. Copy.
Let's keep pushing up to cars ahead.
We are staring down the barrel of a 0-point race. Our pace just hasn't been there today. Some of these other teams have definitely taken a step forward. Valtteri running in 9th place right now. This track's starting to get a little damper again. How much faster can we go with our tyres at full push like this? We'll have to wait till the next lap because we started pushing mid-lap on this one, on that last one, so that's not a clear enough indication yet. Russell should theoretically be very quick, given his very high adaptability rating. Even if it's not boosted up to 100 like it was before, it's still better than most on the grid. We are closing in on Stroll. The question is by how much? Because these tyres are going to start to fall apart very quickly at this level of push, because there isn't that much water on the track. .117.4. At that kind of pace, we're not going to make any real inroads going forward, but will we have enough of a gap to the cars behind to get back up to 12th and 13th? On the off chance that there is a safety car or a crash or a retirement or two in front of us. And it looks like yes is the answer. We're about a second a lap quicker than everyone behind us. How far ahead are we? About 11 seconds to Fittipaldi. But is he holding up Alonso and Van Dorn? I think he probably is. So things could change if they get past him. And there is a Ferrari coming through to lap them. That is Charles Leclerc. Oh, and Fittipaldi gets a fault as well.
Guys, I don't think my engine will last.
The 118, so again gaining time. Fittipaldi's fault is his engine. Our tyres are down to 75% already. You can see how sharp that decline of performance has been here on George. I think I might have to go something like that instead. I think these tyres will fall apart too quickly if I leave them on this setting on the second set as well. But it looks as though everyone else behind us is doing something similar as well. Look, they're at 60% for Fittipaldi, 64 for Alonso, 61 for Gasly, 69 Lawson, 68 Hulkenberg. Zhou will probably go to the end. Max probably will as well. Yeah, for the most part, everyone's tyres behind us are actually slightly worse than ours. How did Fittipaldi do such a quick lap? He must have splurged his battery. He's about to get lapped. Oh, Max's afternoon goes from bad to worse.
It's not only options, it's adoption.
Gearbox issues for Verstappen. What a weekend to forget for Max. Started so promisingly with qualifying inside the top 10. Then getting boosted a place higher thanks to Lawson's penalty. And yeah, well, what can you say?
It's not going to be long now, mate. Coming.
Yeah, look how severe that drop-off is for George. That's brutal. Tyres were not meant to sustain this level of temperature. And we have committed to it now, so we have to do this. We'll just have to be a bit more careful with the next set. At least there'll be more water on the track to help keep them cooler. It's going to dry up in a couple of minutes, according to that. We are not gaining any time, really, over Fittipaldi. He was slower on the last lap because he got pulled over for Leclerc, but the gap stayed at around 13 seconds to Ricciardo. Now you see, he's actually a tenth quicker than Ricciardo. Well, not tenth, 300ths quicker. Van Dorn goes through. His tyres are in better shape. And we're staying about 3 seconds behind Stroll, so we're not even closing on Stroll. Well, this is worrying. We've had point pace for most of the season, and now it appears to have gone away. Right as we're coming up to the fastest circuit. Well, one of the fastest circuits. I think Vegas is probably faster. Actually, no, the average speed around Monza will be higher because there's less heavy braking points. And Van Dorn is closing that gap. Fittipaldi's 4 seconds behind him already. Here comes the DRS. Leclerc leads by 6 seconds. Piastri third, just 3.5 seconds ahead of Hamilton now. So the Ferrari has been chipping away, back up into fourth.
Just any feedback on the conditions?
Let's see who can actually make use of the DRS at the moment. There's Lawson into the pits. Norris has got a chance to use the DRS to get past Giovinazzi. Beyond that, only Alonso is potentially going to get a benefit. Tsunoda's in. So the rest of the field is starting to do their stops now. I'm waiting another lap or two. That's a very quick stop for Tsunoda. There goes Porsche. Very close on exit. Yeah, I'm waiting because I don't want to melt the brand new tyres. Put them on now. Rather wait until the track goes back up a little bit. It's 2 minutes. That's another lap to 2 laps. Fittipaldi and Alonso both stop. Lawson gets a fault.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
I'm also looking at the leaders. Seeing where Leclerc and Ocon are, they're not that far behind us on track. I'll stay out as long as I can, but I may have to pull them in just to avoid getting blue flag. Water levels going back up. We're a minute away, I think, from the DRS being switched off. So let's box them at the end of this lap. Or at least we'll box Ricciardo at the end of this lap.
Box now, box now.
Might go an extra lap with George.
Box confirmed.
Be nice to get past.
Yep.
And 4 seconds between the two. I don't want to take an unnecessary risk on the double stack. Giovinazzi boxes. Van Dorn may go to the end. His tyres are still at 60%.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Yeah, copy.
Yep, understood.
Alright, in comes Ricciardo. Valtteri's in as well.
So, box.
Yes, box.
Who else is going to stop?
That's the Inter.
Oh, 2.25. That is point worthy, surely. That's a full 10th quicker than our previous stop with Ricciardo. And it doesn't tell us.
Currently P14.
Gasly's in.
Lift off end of straight.
Okay.
Use the overtake button.
Understood.
Harris comes in.
It will be slippery on pit exit.
Oh, we've got a huge gap to Lawson, look. 17 seconds almost. Yeah, he's definitely been caught by a lot of blue flags. 2.5, not a great stop for Russell, but at least it was clean.
Currently P13. 2.3 ahead. Gap behind 1.7.
Oh, and Occon's fault escalates.
Yeah, a lot of progression now.
His engine is really not happy, and that might cost him any chance of the win. I wonder if Leclerc and Ocon are going to try and go to the end. Same with Piastri. Even Hamilton might. And Norris. We'll see. I don't know if there's anyone left who needs to stop. What was Pourchaire's tyre wear? Pourchaire's tyres were at 50%. Yeah, there's only 13 laps to go. I think everyone else will stay out.
Suggest increased LICO.
Understood.
We must increase the level of lift and coast.
Copy.
Good job. Valtteri, he's the next car. Jump ahead 4.1 now.
Ooh,
Right
Russell
then,
getting an
take
overtake.
a look now. So here we go, heading into turn 1. The
Very
gap
nice.
opens up for them.
Using that battery and the extra grip. That's back into 13th place. No, 12th place, sorry. Ricardo is slowly closing.
No hop done.
We're just going to leave our tyres in this setting, I think.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Copy.
Gap is 1.7. Still plenty of opportunities.
We took a second, 1.7 seconds out of Valtteri. Valtteri has stopped. Oh, we got blue flag. That's why he got blue flag for Giovinazzi. Or is that Ocon? It's Ocon. He got blue flag for Ocon, who is struggling for pace because of his engine. And that is allowing us to close in on Valtteri.
Plenty to play for. Overtake available.
Okay.
Right, need to get past Van Dorn here.
So, Daniel, you're P14.
I just ran out of battery, didn't I? Yes, I did.
Okay, understood.
We can have recharge on now.
Okay, cheers.
Oh, let's get him into turn 1 here.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Max's fault escalates. We never did look to see what his problem was. We think it was gearbox. Let's confirm it is gearbox. His gearbox is now orange. The gap to Valtteri is 2 seconds. We are only just faster each lap.
Gap ahead of 1.9. Keep your head down.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more. There's still opportunities here.
Come on, Danny. You got this.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time. Yes, use the chance now.
Understood.
Go on, there you go. Up the inside. And Dawn putting the power down.
More lift and coast.
Okay.
Let's cool the tyres a little bit. Alonso picks up a fault. Now Lawson's fault is orange. A lot of cars suddenly starting to struggle.
There are opportunities ahead. Let's attack. Overtake available.
Understood.
Need to be brave on the brakes. This time we will force the issue. Through we go.
Your recharge on is good.
Understood.
Right, there is Valtteri.
Need to push.
We are not going to score points unless someone retires, but with Ocon's engine so sick, he is definitely a contender for that to happen. So we want to be in front of Valtteri if we can, so that will promote us up to 10th if Ocon's engine does go, yeah, I've had enough.
Yeah, 0.7.
And there's a yellow flag. Someone running a wide. Van
Let's take a
Dorn as he
closer
gets
Here we've got the
lapped.
Aston Martin. Nothing wrong so far.
McLaren had already gone. Oh no,
And the
that's.
car fails to respond.
Is that
Just
us he's
unable
behind?
to
Is that?
control the car by that
Oh
point.
god, yeah, because we've just overtaken him. So he locked up behind Ricardo. I was looking at the wrong. No, I am looking at the right Aston. Piastri and Hamilton have gone through it. Is that another mistake for him?
So we've got a yellow.
Is the engine okay?
Problems for Hamilton. And Van Dorn boxes. That lockup must have done too much damage to his tyres.
Valtteri car ahead, 0.3. Charge the pack.
Yeah, roger.
Just show me what you've got there.
Coming.
Gap, 0.9.
Bottas has been glued to the back of Ocon's car for so long now that his tyres are actually worse than ours, despite the fact I don't think he's been pushing them, and we have.
Copy.
Gap ahead, 0.9.
Getting past Valtteri shouldn't be too difficult. Getting past Ocon and being able to stay ahead of him is where it's going to be tricky. Because there's every chance we'll get blue flag the second we pull alongside him.
6 laps remaining.
Copy.
Okay, so let's just head down now. Just give us some feedback on the tyres. We have overtake available.
Copy.
Valtteri, here's the next car. Gap 0.4.
Alright, that's Valtteri. Can we get past Ocon here on the main straight without being told to lift off?
Just cool the car.
Okay.
5 remaining.
Yes, we can. Now we need to push.
Yeah.
Bottas is still stuck behind.
Yeah.
Maximum pace, Daniel, maximum pace.
Roger.
Needs something to happen to Ocon. It's not going to, I don't think.
Copy. Copy.
Who's now got an issue? Giovinazzi. Oh, both Red Bulls are sick now.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Fuel is okay.
I'm closing on Perez, but I don't have 2.5 laps worth of pace.
Daniel, how's the tyre now? How's the tyre?
Yeah, everything's pretty stable at the moment.
Maybe, if I'm really lucky though, I can get Ricciardo in front of Valtteri as well. Two laps to go.
3 remaining.
Yep.
going to be Leclerc with a comfortable victory. Ocon's going to take second if his engine holds together for another lap and a half. Piastri is looking like he's going to hold off Hamilton and take third. That'll be a huge result for Piastri, who has struggled the last half a dozen races or so. Final lap. I'm not going to catch Valtteri.
Two laps to go. Okay.
Perez is pulling away from me as well.
And as far as we can tell...
Another fault for Lawson. God, his car must be held together with hopes and prayers at this point. Yep, that is one very sick car. Leclerc rounds the banking for the final time. He's going to win the Grand Prix comfortably in the end. And he will stretch his lead over Hamilton
Leclerc.
in the championship.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner. Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
What an achievement! Sometimes you take the incredible skill of these drivers for granted, but not today.
A dominant win in the end. George will take second. Ocon will come home. Sorry, George takes second. George is 11th. Ocon will come home in second. Piastri is going to hold off Hamilton.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
There is the young Australian crossing the line. Third place for him. First podium in a while, if at all, this season. Sure, he's been on the podium at least once. Norris will take fifth. So it's a strong weekend points-wise for both Ferrari and McLaren in the constructors. Red Bull will have to settle for second and seventh. Tsunoda crosses the line. Here comes Giovinazzi with his car suffering a little bit. And Max comes up to the line. The last of the runners, and never ever got back on terms after that early loss of places. Turn 8, the Achilles for many drivers today.
And with the race over, the Aston Martin driver returns to the team.
With a P17 finish, it's a long distance from the points.
Out and onto the podium steps Charles Leclerc, the driver from Monaco, really deserving of that top 3 spot.
Win number 5 is in the bag. They pulled out all the stops, pushing hard to earn that victory.
A sea of smiles all around. They're on top of the world, here in Zandvoort. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
And that then marks the end of events here at Zandvoort.
We now look ahead to the next round in Monza in Italy. The Temple of Speed is waiting, and the teams will be ready and raring to go.
So then, confirmation of the final result. It is a win and a fastest lap for Charles Leclerc. 26 points for him, maximum points. Stretches his lead over teammate Lewis by 14 tonight, and that is going to extend his gap at the top of the driver's standings. Ocon will have to settle for second, a long way back in the end, considering his engine was in the state it was. He was lucky to finish on the at all, let alone on the podium. Piastri up 3 places to take third there and rounding out the podium. Hamilton has to settle for fourth. Not a great weekend for him. A couple of mistakes cost him very badly. What a great recovery race for Lando Norris, up 13 places from 18th to 5th. Tsunoda takes 6th place ahead of Giovinazzi. Porsche down in 8th place. Stroll also gaining 13 places, starting from the very back of the grid to take 9th. Only the top 7 finished on the lead lap. Everyone else was at least 1 lap down. Perez rounding out the top 10 for the final point. Russell in 11th. Valtteri will take 12th. Ricciardo in 13th. Then it's Alonso 14th. Lawson 15th. 16th for Hulkenberg. 17th for Van Dorn. 18th for Fittipaldi. 19th for Zhou. Gasly is 20th. And Max all the way down in 21st. A long way off the pace. The only non-finisher, Carlos Sainz, who hit the barriers and broke his car. So in the driver's standings, Leclerc now stretches that gap. He's on 276 points. That is 28 points clear of Lewis Hamilton now. So he has a win in hand over Hamilton. They're tied on 5 apiece. 1 extra podium though, and a sprint win, the main difference. Ocon in third on 241, loses a little bit of ground to Lewis. He's 7 points behind him. Actually, no, he gains a bit of ground to Lewis, sorry. The gap is 7 points. It's Norris who's lost a little bit of ground in fourth. Couldn't back up his win at Spa last night with another podium here. But considering where he started, a very good recovery for him. Piastri, that's podium number 6 for him this year, still chasing his first victory this calendar on 170 points. It's lagging behind, as you can see, 57 points behind Lando Norris, and comfortably ahead of Giovinazzi, 53 points ahead of Giovinazzi there. Porsche in 7th, with Tsunoda moving up into 8th place as Sainz scores no points. Stroll moves up into 10th place, displacing George by a point. Ricciardo stays 12th. Perez 13th. Then it's 14th for Hulkenberg, 15th for Bottas, 16th Alonso. Then it's Lawson from Gasly, Verstappen from Zhou, Van Dorn and Fittipaldi. In the constructor standings, 38 points for Ferrari. They are stretching their lead in the constructor standings. 121 points clear of McLaren now. McLaren pull out an extra point over Red Bull. They've got a nice little bit of a cushion there. They're 45 points clear. Then Mercedes in 4th on 135. RB in 5th. Take another 6 points out of them. The gap is 33 and it keeps coming down. Are we going to have a fight for 4th on our hands in the standings? No points for us tonight, 77 points. So even if we don't score any more points, that's a hell of a total for this season. Haas pick up 8 points. They're on 26 now. Aston stay in 8th with 10. Sauber in 9th with a point. Alpine in 10th. And Williams' wait continues. They are still on 0. We did get one driver into the top 10. A 2.251, only just making it by 6 thousandths over Max's time there. What was George's best time? A 2.42. So he was best part of 0.2 of a second away from getting on the leaderboard. A lot of quick stops tonight. A lot of very quick stops. But we do get 2 more points. That's good for us. Only 10 points for Red Bull, but McLaren missed the chance to close the gap. They only score 6 themselves. So it's 363 against 271 at the top of the standings. Ferrari up 2 places with 43 points. Great haul of points for them tonight. They go 18 clear of Mercedes. Aston also dropping down into 5th. Alpine in 6th, pick up another 12 points. We have 74 points in 7th, but RB are closing us down. They're just 3 behind us now. Then it's Williams on 55, Haas with 35, and Sauber with who knows. At least we get a full financial payout tonight. No bonus payout for Ricciardo for getting in the top 10. So just under 800k added to the bank. All right, let's check our inbox. We have a suspension project completed. The F2 result is decided. Bortoletto. Oh no, it's not decided yet. I just thought for a second the title had been decided. Bortoletto wins the Grand Prix ahead of Antonelli and Victor Martin. No F3. Is the championship over in F3? Or are there still races to come? Let's have a look. One race to go in the F3 championship. So chance for Mansell to win the F3 title this season. Let's see if we can figure out how many points. Oh, he's 60 points. No, not 60. He's 54 points clear. So I think that's Mansell already crowned champion. But let's see if he can finish the season with another win. That would be immense for us. And hopefully Tommy Smith can actually get a decent result tomorrow night as well, or Monday night, as I should say. Back to the inbox again. Two-part failures, an underfloor and a front wing. I don't have time to get an underfloor before the next Grand Prix. Damn. Oh, I can't build one anyway because the damn factory's been shut down. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, we may as well spend $1 million on getting another research project going. Or do I want to maybe throw another design project? No, I should focus on research. I'm going to be doing a full front wing research project at the end of the month. So let's do another rear wing. I want to work on the DRS and the airflow sensitivity a little bit. There we go. Oh, I don't have the money. I can't do a rear wing. Too expensive. So we will have to do something else. So that basically means suspension then. That's the only one I can afford. So let's do another suspension. Continue to work on the tyre wear. Let's just drop these down just a little bit. Go. That's it for money. I have $6,000 in the bank. Not much at all. Suspension upgrades, or no project there. You can see the gains. Not bad. Just checking with the board. What did they think of that result? They were delighted with Zandvoort. Okay. I didn't expect them to be delighted. I thought they might be happy. But delighted. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we need 2 more points finishes in the remaining 10 races, 9 races. Nine races. Oh, look at all those parts that are set to fail after Monza. 1, 2, 3. Another rear wing's going to fail as well. Oh, no, I have got an underfloor. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. I was worried that we were going to have to run an older spec underfloor at Monza, the worst place to roll back apart. Let's go ahead and do some prep on engine parts. You'll have to keep me to my mic. I've got a sneezing fit going on right now. Which car have we just done? Was that George's? Yes, it was. All right, let's do Ricardo's. All right, that's the prep done. We will check in with the mentality of our drivers when we come back and do the pre-race build-up on Monday before Monza. So we are done with F1 Manager on YouTube for the week. I will be back on Twitch tomorrow for rounds 4 and 5 of Porsche. Where we'll be going to Suzuka and then China, starting at 4 p.m. So I do hope you'll join me for that. And then we'll see about Sunday. Sunday I might not, because I want to try and get some actual proper recording done on Sunday. So we shall see. But I do hope you will join me tomorrow on Twitch for the continuation of Season 2 with Porsche. And if not, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Brazilian Grand Prix this weekend. And I will be back on Monday, usual time, 8 p.m. in the UK. If you are in the States, I think your clocks go back this Sunday. So it'll back to be normal time for you guys, I believe. But yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.